good Erev Yontif to everyone. Beautiful, another year went by, a beautiful year, and one should hope that all the brachos that came last year should continue to come, and also all the tzoros that we had this year should go away, and this year should be a year of only brachos and only suras tovos for everybody, and anything that anyone needs, any bracha we need, health and parnasa and gesund and nachas from the children, having children, and having shidduchim, anything we need, the Rebbe Lowy should help. This year, the Rebbe Lowy special gave us every year a new beginning, that the Rebbe Lowy special made that life is not one monotonous life, that there's changes, there's new, every day a new day, every month a new month, every week a new week, and every year a new year, and especially the Rebbe Lowy made that it should be a day that the Rebbe Lowy should be able to judge us and give us a good year. He wants to give us a good year. Hashem, the tzayna shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu is l'asos tov. The Rebbe Lowy wants to be good for us. So we just have to do what He wants and be able to take the good that He gives us. We know the main mitzvah of Rosh Hashana is shofar. The mitzvahs Hayom, the mea b'shofar, the Gemara says, that with the zichroneinu l'toiva should go out. We say malchus, the kronis or shofars, and the Rebbe Lowy comes b'mea b'shofar. Shofar, that's the mitzvahs Hayom. What's shofar? There's basically three things that shofar, there's 10 tamim that the Sadhu Gaon brings, but I'm saying I'm going to go and take the three important things. The first thing is shofar reminds us, Charbis Avram, Akedas Yitzchak. We said today on Erev Hashana, which is called the day of Zechar Bris, to remember the Bris Avos. To remember, shofar reminds us who we are. The schus of Avos, that's the biggest schus we could have. The biggest schus Klal Yisrael has is Avos, our Avos, where we come from. Hayom Kilcham Pnei Hashem Lekechem Roshechem. So the Al Shal Kodesh says Roshechem is going on the Avos. And we're standing, and like the Zohar Kodesh says, Hayom is going on Rosh Hashana. When you stand on Rosh Hashana, you stand with the Avos, Shavtechem with the Yud Beit Shvatim. That's our biggest schus we have. The schus Avos. The schus Avos to know who we are. We come from the patriarchs, from Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and all the Shvatim. And that schus is the biggest schus, just like a king, comes to the day of judgment and he sees, who's coming in front of me. The most important people in my life, the best people in my life, those who take care of everything I do, those who did everything for me. The Avos HaKadoshim. So that's the first, the schus Avos, and that's what we remember the schus Avos. We start there, Hashana with Zechar Bris Avram, and that's the whole davening of the Rosh Hashana. Zechar, that's shofar. Remember the Avos. The second thing is the schus HaTorah. Ein lo nashir rak HaTorah, as we said today. The only thing we have Torah, the Rebbe Lowy created the world for Torah. And Torah is the thing that keeps the world going. Torah will be forever, forever. The Torah like the Mishtana, like we say in the Animam, and Torah, the schus of Torah. So shofar reminds us the shofar of when Rebbe Lowy blow the shofar by Matan Torah. So the schus of Torah, and that's why we blow shofar in the place where we lane, and then especially it says Yisrael because the schus of Torah that we have, the learning of Torah. Baruch Hashem, Klal Yisrael learns so much Torah. Now Besmedrash is so much Torah continuing, every day different. Than you come in the morning, at night, people do. It's unbelievable the Torah learning of the schus of Torah. Source of Avos. And the third thing is Emunah. Emunah, shofar reminds us that the shofar is the Brias Olam, and shofar also, the shofar Shel Mashiach. The Emunah that we believe and we hope every day for Mashiach. The Emunah of believing in Mashiach, the Chazal teach us, that Emunah helps us. We go and we do the mitzvah. We do the mitzvah because that's the mitzvah. You do the mitzvah of shofar. But what shofar should remind every person, what everyone should concentrate on that, on shofar, the schus Avos, the schus of the Eilat Shel Shofar, Eilat Shel Yitzchak, the schus Bis Avos, the schus Bis Avraham, and the schus Tam, the schus Yaakov Avinu, the schus of our Avos, the schus our parents who, especially our generation, most of our Besmedrash people of She'eres HaPleita, who went through the Mechama, and still afterwards built such a beautiful Besmedrash for Torah and Tefillah and Chesed. That's what the Besmedrash stands for, and Baruch Hashem, we excel in it. In the learning of Torah and the davening, away with davening, and the Chesed goes out of the Besmedrash. Chesed LaAvram, Titan Chesed LaAvram, says that the schus of tzedakah, and to remember the Torah Shir Torah Azois, and to remember the Emunah that we believe and we hope, we know, and that's what keeps us going. What keeps us going is the emunah we have, whatever we have in every situation. You have, one gadol who went through the Holocaust, that kept him going the whole time was the emunah. We believe and have the emunah that keeps us going. But should help that the schus, there's avos, the schus remembering our avos and going in the ways of our avos, and the schus, the Torah that we're harboring in Torah and learning Torah and continue spreading Torah, and the chesed that goes with Torah, and the schus, the emunah we have, the emunah that we have, and that's what the whole Besmedrash is built on emunah, that we believe, and Rabbi should help that the schus, these inyanim, which we zoicha, that this year should be a year of Shnas Gula v'Yeshua, and Tia Shnas Pedus Gadol should be a big Pedus for Klal Yisrael, should be the big redemption for Klal Yisrael. That's what we wait for, and that's what our old film we wait for the Malchus Hashem. We just experienced last week to see what Malchus Haaretz. We saw anyone who saw the funeral of Queen Elizabeth, and you saw what Malchus in this world is. The Malchus of Rabbi Shem is 1,000,000,000 times more, but Malchus, we're waiting for that Malchus Hashem. Rabbi Shem should help that we should be all bezoich. Everyone should yimal Hashem kol mishalis lebeinu lebecha l'toiva. The love of everyone, what the Rabbi Shem knows what we need, should give us l'toiva. Everyone should be zoicha, and we could do with shofar. Shofar could break anything. It says when we go and you blow shofar, the blowing at the time of blowing shofar, you could break all the gezeres there are in the world. All those gezeres, those who have chas v'shalom gezeres, that everyone should be this year. The first thing, the big thing we need is the geula, the pedus gadol we need. And with this pedus, everyone should be zoicha, everyone should have zint, everyone should have nachas, everyone should be able to have nachas from the children, everyone should have nachas from themselves, and everyone should have panosa bereivach gadol, and everyone should have nachas bereivach gadol, and everyone should have children bereivach gadol. Everything we do should be bereivach to those who need shidduchim, and those who need panosa, those who need children, those who need gezun. Everyone should be in the smala in order for one thing, in order to be able to see the Malchus Hashem, to show the Kvod Hashem of Klal Yisrael. So everyone here should be zoicha. We should have this year should be Hashana, Shnas Gula v'Yeshua, Hashana, Shemal Hashem, Mish'alais lebeinu, letoiva, b'meir, b'meinu. A good yontif to everyone in the kehilla.
Hashem, Elokai Yisrael,